Let's turn off. Let's turn off.
Hey, this is Movie Edge, and this is another A to Z video, and this time it is the letter P. I got a lot of P's here, so this might take a little bit of time. So let's just get right into it. And unless it's a movie I really want to talk about, I'm not going to really stop. So, first, Paranormal Activity. This is the 3-pack. 1, 2, and 3. Good. I mean, my favorite one is 2 on this. So, yeah. Next, Paranormal Activity 4. This was okay. Kind of boring in spots, but okay. Paranormal Activity, the Mark ones. Haven't seen it. I need to get on that. This one I did actually see at the theater in 3D, and the 3D was amazing in sections. And it's the Ghost Dimensions. This was the unrated cut, which I didn't watch yet. These are all the Purge movies. Purge Anarchy, Purge Election Year with the slip, and Purge the first Purge, A Nation Reborn with a slip. Try to move stuff out of my way here. Problem Child 1. Problem Child 2. Paul Blart Mall Cop. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Not as good, not as funny, but it's still worth the watch. Raunchy movie from the 80s. Porky's. This is from director Bob Clark. Rest in peace, Bob Clark. The same director of A Christmas Story. Go figure, huh? Then you got the 2-pack here from Kino. Porky's The Next Day and Porky's Revenge. And 83 and 85. So, there you go. And Bob Clark directed the second one. He did not direct the third one. So, there you go. All the Porky's movies. Peppermint with Jennifer Gardner. Pirate Radio. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that. Paper Heart. This is more of a documentary on what's her name? Cheryl Lee. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And Michael Cera's in this. It's a documentary about their relationship at the time and stuff. And yeah, she does stand-up comedy and stuff like that. And there's some cameos in that one too. This is Jackie Chan, Police Story Lockdown. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Premium Rush. Seen this one? It's actually pretty good. This one, George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, in The Perfect Storm. Jackie Gleason. This is actually pretty good. If you haven't checked it out, it's from 1963. It is Papa's Delicate Condition. Yeah, and there's clips in the back. And this is from Paramount, but it's under Kino, but it's a Paramount picture. Another Kino. We got the Paris Holiday. This is a funny Bob Hope movie. Came out in 1958. This is one of my favorite Peter Sellers movies next to the Pink Panther movies. And that is a Blake Edwards production, also Pink Panther director. It is Peter Sellers and The Party. And Yeah, this is produced and directed by Blake Edwards. And this is from 1968, 99 minutes. Now again, like I said in the past, I don't think they could get away with this movie because Peter Sellers was white and English, and he's playing a Indian guy. Don't get me wrong, the movie is a classic. It's funny, but they wouldn't get away with that today. At least I don't think so. Okay, this is a Christopher Nolan movie I did not see before. The Prestige. I got this through the Disney Movie Club for dirt cheap. This movie is an underrated Western about black cowboys. And it's called Posse. If you haven't heard of this movie, which a lot of people have not, go on Amazon, check it, check the trailer out. It is great. You got Mario Van Peebles in it. You got Stephen Baldwin, Billy Zane. Who else is recognizable in this? Big Daddy Kane. Teeny Lester, he was in a lot of movies. He was in the Friday movies. He was in No Hold Bar with Hulk Hogan. Tone Loc is in this. Blair Underwood. Reggie Vell Johnson from Family Matters. And that's about it that I recognize. So this movie is a great Western. You have to freaking see it. It's the untold story of the Wild West, which I don't know if that means it's true or not, but great flick. Something I just picked up at the Dollar Tree. Paradise. Have no idea what it's about. One that I got for my birthday this past May is Pleasantville. This is a great movie, and it's one of Don Knotts' last roles, I believe. Something. Last appearance in a movie. He did voices and stuff like that after that. So, movie I have not seen yet. I only seen bits and pieces on cable, but I have to get into it one day. That is Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pratt, not the Passengers, just Passengers. A lot of people shit on this movie. I actually seen it, and it's actually damn good. Just wish I would have seen it in 3D, and that is Pixels. I really wish I could get the import of Pixels with the big Pac-Man display thing. Oh man, that would have been awesome. But it is expensive. There's a lot of people in this movie. You've got Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Michelle Monaghan, Peter Dinklage, Josh Gad, and I think there's more. I don't know. But if you haven't seen this, give it a chance. Come on, it's fun. It's a fun video game, alien sci-fi flick. This is Prometheus. This is the prequel to Alien, the very first one. The second one I seen. The first one I didn't see. The second, I can't remember the second one. But Alien something. They were in a ship, and Danny McBride's in that one. But this one, haven't seen yet. I gotta check that out. One of my favorite Simon Pegg, Nick Frost movies, Paul. This one is just great. Every time it's on, I watch it over and over again. You got Jason Bateman, Kristen Wiig, Sigourney Weaver, Seth Rogen is the voice of Paul, and there's another guy in here from it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I forgot his name. Bill Hader's in here too, if I didn't say that. Yeah, I can't find his name on here. But he's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's the one of the Men in Black kind of thing. So if you want a dirty version of Men in Black with a lot of swearing, Paul is for you. A movie I keep on putting off, I want to see, Pyramid. I heard good things about this movie. That's it. Next stack here. Push forward. All right, these two movies, I don't know if they're related to each other or what, but they have the same title. This is Lee Marvin. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Actually, my dad picked this up at the Dollar Tree. Lee Marvin, Point Blank. And then I have a French version of the film called Point Blank. So I don't know if this is the same storyline or what, but yeah. Both of them got them at the Dollar Tree. So. This one I'm going to butcher probably. Prefontaine. Tina? It's Jared Leno. This movie is based on a true story, I think. 2 thumbs up, Siskel and Ebert. Who else is in this movie? You got Jared Leno. Ed O'Neill's in it. That's what sold me. The rest of the people I don't know. This is a Hollywood Pictures from Mill Creek, but now it's on Kino, so you could get it there. Probably find that copy too. This one's another Mill Creek release. The only reason why I got this release for Johnny Depp's first starring role movie, Private Resort. If you haven't seen it, it is hilarious. It's funny, and guest appearance wise, there is Andrew Dice Clay is in here. He has a small part, but he's in there and he's funny as hell. But yeah, if you haven't seen Private Resort, check it out. Hard Bodies, did not see. I might. I have it. Why not? I don't know. A great Carrie Fisher. Well, it's a film. She didn't direct it, but she did write the book about it. And it is Postcards from the Edge. This is supposed to be about her and her mom, so I don't know. But rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. If you haven't seen this one, it's actually pretty funny. I haven't seen it in years, but I was so excited that Mill Creek put that one out. It's a really good movie. Another movie that I don't think Mill Creek has in print anymore. I haven't seen it on their site. I've seen the DVD, and that's Punchline with Tom Hanks, Sally Field, and I think John Goodman's in here. And there's somebody else. Hold on. It's not listed on here though. The hell with it. Can't find it. Next movie with Joey Lawrence is the only name I recognize in this movie, but it sounded really interesting. It's a sci-fi movie. Pulse. And of course Mill Creek put this out. It's a Columbia picture. So I'll have to check this out one day. Another one that's a great freaking movie. Pet Sematary. Is this worth the upgrade on 4K? Let me know down below. If not, I'm just going to keep this copy. And did the remake hold up to the original? I don't know. But I love this movie. It's great for Halloween. One of the movies I seen on cable, and I'm like, after I seen it, I'm like, crap. I went on the internet and I bought it. Project Almanac. Great time travel movie. Back and forth, changing time, screwing things up. And it's a great movie. And associated with Michael Bay. So that's why it was so good. And I'm trying to say the stars of this movie. Doesn't actually say the stars of this movie. Huh, weird. But if you haven't checked Project Almanac out, you're in for a treat. It's a great movie. This movie I seen, I think on cable. Yeah, I seen it on cable, but not in 3D. This was dirt cheap at like a Big Lot, so I just grabbed it. Pompeii. The cast seemed promising. You want to take a look at this? The cast seemed promising. But the story, I don't know, it fell flat to me. It just fell flat. Maybe seeing it in 3D would be better, but it was a story about Pompeii, but it was like the Titanic, where the story goes on and on and on until the very end when the thing erupts. That's about it. I thought it was going to be more about the volcano. Parenthood, Steve Martin, great classic, and great cast, including Rick Moranis. Not the first time Steve Martin and Rick Moranis worked together. This one got great reviews on Amazon. Found it at the Dollar Tree. Prince Avalanche, Paul Rudd. It's one of his independent film things that he did in some Magnolia Pictures. Paul Rudd. Another one I found Big Lots for dirt cheap. It is Pacific Rim 3D. Seen bits and pieces of this movie, but I have not checked the whole thing out yet. And Guillermo del Toro is the director of this. The second movie, leave a comment below and tell me if it's worth watching or if it's worth getting like cheap, like used or something. Is it worth even getting? I don't know. Winner, Academy Award for 1986. Directing, film editing, sound, all that good stuff. Platoon. And this stars Tom Berenger, William Dafoe, Charlie Sheen in our early role, and directed by Oliver Stone. Great flick. This one I got at the closing, Second and Charles, Place Beyond the Pine. What can I say about this movie? That and everybody and their mother seen. Pretty Woman, great movie. It's like Cinderella. It's like an R-rated version of Cinderella with a hooker. It's the best way to describe it. Paranoia. Yep. Paranoia. Liam Hemsworth, Gary Oldman, Amber Heard, and Harrison Ford. I mostly got this for Harrison Ford. Got this at the Dollar Tree. It looked pretty good. Yeah, so there you go on that. This one I got as an import because of the fact that I wasn't going to buy the, what was it called? The Twilight Time version, which was skyrocketing in price. So I got it cheap in the UK. Amazon UK, I think I ordered it from Philadelphia. Based on a true story. And Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington. I think Tom Hanks, didn't he win the Academy Award for this? Philadelphia Stars Academy Award. I don't know. I really don't know if this movie won anything. If anyone knows, down below. This one, I've seen half of it, and it was actually pretty trippy and pretty good. And it's Pride and Prejudice and zombies. They took the Pride and Prejudice story and just stuck zombies in there. It was badass. And the women kick ass in this movie more than the men. So, yeah. The Proposition. I found this at the Dollar Tree. Not really many memorable faces in here. There's Emma Watson, John Hurt, Ray Winston, Guy Pearce. It's a, what is this? 2 thumbs up, Ebert and Roper. That's all I know about it. So, this one is another Dollar Tree pickup from a couple sales ago, and this is The Power of Few. Christopher Walken, Christian Slater, Anthony Anderson, just to name a few people in this movie. So if you see it, pick it up, try it out. This one got some water damage on it, and you can tell it's all wrinkled inside. But eventually I'll replace this. There's nothing wrong with the disc. This is this a no? It's Screenplay by John Krasinski and Matt Damon. So, yeah, they worked on this. Matt Damon, John Krasinski, and Frances McDormand. Promised Land. And pretty much John Krasinski and Matt Damon hang out, and they're just best friends and stuff in real life. So I guess they worked on that movie together. This one's another Dollar Tree find. It's called Parkland, from the producers Tom Hanks and I don't know that last name, but yeah, you got Ron Livingston in this. Who else is in there? Zac Efron, Billy Bob Thornton, Paul Giamatti. What else? It's Region A locked, so, but sounds good. So one day when I'm bored, I'm gonna check it out. This one I got like a month or two ago. Pop Star. It was on sale. A lot of people were saying this is hilarious. Hopefully it is. I like Andy Samberg. I like his stuff. That's my boy. He was hilarious in. The only movie I don't like, people are going to complain about this, is Hot Rod. I hate that movie. It's a piece of crap. It's like an hour and a half wasted of my life when I watched it. So, yeah. Hopefully that's way better than that. David Hyde Pierce. Perfect Host. Is this a thriller? Or I don't know what it is. But, yeah, this is a Dollar Tree pickup. This is like one of the earlier Dollar Tree pickups that when I first started. No, this didn't win anything. 2 thumbs up. Roger Ebert at the movies. And it is The Patriot. This is the extended version. And this is it's the unrated version. Yeah, it's extended, but it's unrated. Yeah, good movie. One of my favorite movies from Quentin Tarantino. It's shot out of sync purposely, but it works so well. And that is Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Cast is amazing on this. You got John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel was just great in this movie. Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer, Vin Rames, Eric Stoltz. I don't remember seeing him in that, but apparently he was. Rosanna Arquette, Christopher Walken, and of course Bruce Willis. But great movie. If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen this Quentin Tarantino movie, see it. 7 Academy Award winning nominations, including Best Picture. Winner, Best Writing. Alright, but 7 Academy Award nominations from 1994. So, there you go. Seen this at the theater. It was great. Pineapple Express. This is the rated and unrated version. I think everyone's seen this by now, so I don't have to talk about that. This movie is an underrated movie, and a lot of people have not heard of it because I think it's only here in the States, and this is a Region A locked. It was the first TriStar movie that was ever made. And Tim Conway, Don Knotts, great team up in this movie. They did other movies together, but this is a great, like, Saturday rainy day movie. It's Private Eyes, where they, investigate a murder and stuff in this big mansion and stuff, and the help keeps dying one by one, and this guy or murderer keeps leaving notes that don't rhyme. It's just a great movie. Rest in peace, Tim Conway and Don Knotts. A great movie that everyone should have seen by now, The Princess Bride. There's a lot of versions of this out. There's a Criterion, but I don't feel it necessary to have. Directed by Rob Reiner. And you have such people as Uh, Special appearances by Peter Falk, Carol Kane, Billy Crystal, and of course Fred Savage. Robin Williams, another one for the Robin Williams collection. Stretching It Out, Patch Adams. Never seen Patch Adams, so that's why I finally got it. And yeah, who else is in this movie? Philip Seymour Hoffman, Peter Coyote. Yeah, that was a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, true story, or based on a true story. Yeah, based on a true story, but Patch Adams. Not the first time Robin Williams played a doctor. Next, I seen this on cable. Really wasn't necessary for me to pick up, but my wife wanted it. And it was a Dollar Tree pickup. My first time I bought this, there was like a lot of water damage on it. And inside of the artwork, I didn't even notice. And until I opened it up, and then, yeah. There is, yeah, it's a digital code. It doesn't work anymore. It's a digital disc code, but there you go. Artwork. I liked it. It was pretty good. Not as funny as I thought it would be, but it's pretty good for a Billy Crystal movie. Okay, this is the box sets, and this will conclude the P section. So I just got a little stack here. And first off, Planet of the Apes. This is the classics from Planet of the Apes. It's got Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes. Conquest for the Planet of the Apes was the only one that had a PG rating on it. And for Conquest of the Planet of the Apes and Battle for the Planet of the Apes, there's two unrated versions on there as well. So there's your lineup right there. Really good set. I grew up watching these movies. They're awesome. Make some room there. And to keep into the Planet of the Apes theme, I got Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. And this one is actually pretty good. I really wish they would have made a sequel to it, but it flopped at the theater. You have Tim Roth in it. You have Mark Wahlberg, of course. Michael Clark Duncan, Chris Christopherson, Paul Giamatti, and of course it's directed by Tim Burton. This one is actually a really good one. If you never checked this one out, this version, I highly recommend you do. I mean, it's fun, and it stays true to more of the first original Planet of the Apes. Next, okay, these are the new ones, and I could have put them under different number or different lettering, but I said, nah, I'm gonna keep them all together. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, pretty good movie. It has a Tom Felton from Harry Potter. Andy Serkis is Caesar, I think. James Franco's in this. John Lithgow. Really good start to the series. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Only seen half of this. I think this is the one. If I can get it out. This is the one with Woody Harrelson in it. Gary Oldman, Jason Clarke, and Andy Serkis. No, Woody Harrelson is not in this one. At least that's not what I've seen. But this one is awesome, too. I only got to see half of it, but it's really good. This one I didn't watch yet for the conclusion. This is the one with Woody Harrelson in it. And, how many stars in this? Of course, Andy Serkis is in it. Woody Harrelson, Stephen Zahn. That's all it's listed, actually. But yeah, it didn't stay consistent. I mean, why didn't they have some of the same characters from the first and second movie in there? I don't know. But, yeah. War of the Planet of the Apes. Next, I'm going to do my Pink Panther set here from Shout Factory. Now, this one I had to have from Shout. I got it when it first came out, so I got it like at $45 or $48. So it was a magnificent price. And yeah, this set is great. It's got the Pink Panther, A Shot in the Dark, The Return of the Pink Panther, Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, Trail of the Pink Panther. And there was two more that are not put on here, but they only probably put the ones that were from Peter Sellers involved. Trail of the Pink Panther. Actually, that movie is a bunch of deleted scenes and extended scenes that they did not use with Peter Sellers in it. And so that one works. That's also David Niven's last movie, because he had a stroke, and he really couldn't talk right, so they had his voice dubbed by I forgot the comedian's name, but yeah, they had his voice dubbed to sound like he was talking like himself. So this is the Pink Panther collection from Shout. And if two more from Kino Lorber. It's Curse of the Pink Panther, which introduces this guy searching for Pink Panther Diamond and what happened to Inspector Clouseau. David Niven is apparently in here, but it's probably more stock footage. Robert Wagner, Hubert Lohm, Robert Loggia is in this, Harvey Korman, and introducing Ted Weiss. He was in a lot of other things, but I don't remember what. I have to look him up. Ted Weiss. Yeah. Blake Edwards directed this movie. Yeah. Not the greatest in the series, but it is. But it's worth watching. This one, Roberto Bellini, he's an Italian comedian. Blake Edwards, son of the Pink Panther. This one ended the series right, and it talks about the character of Roberto Bellini is Peter Sellers' son, which would be Inspector Clouseau, and then they found out that he is the son, and of course, and Chief Inspector Dreyfus goes crazy again, and he's like, oh no, there's another one. And yeah, he's a bumbling fool in this, but it is hilarious. It is one of the best ways to end the series off. Worst way to start a series off, I don't have it here, but it was the Pink Panther with Steve Martin, and then you get the Pink Panther 2. This one was awesome because it came with a bonus disc with 27 cartoons, Pink Panther cartoons on it. So that was pretty cool. And this was only $1, the Dollar Tree. I want to find the first one for $1, but I'm not holding my breath right now because it's not important for me to have right now. This one, Predator 3-pack. This is Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. And yeah, the the transfers on these are beautiful, and it's well worth picking up. There is another 4K set with all 4 movies in it, with the new Predator movie in it, but just gonna get that separate probably and get it in 4K. So this is worth getting because it's a real space saver. All the black discs are 4Ks, and then you got the Blu-ray discs, which really wasn't necessary to have. It could have just been 4K, but yeah, the packaging is really, really cool. And that is the Predators 3-movie collection. Last but not least, I have from the UK, which is all region. If you're looking for it, it's all region. Police Academy, the complete collection. I'm going to pull these out. And, well, actually, I'm going to show you the back first. The back lists them all. From the first one all the way to the last one. It's a really cheap box thing, but let me show you the case here. Now, the case here, you got Police Academy, one disc. Police Academy 2 on the second disc. Police Academy 3 on the third disc. Boring, but, you know, whatever. And then they got the cover art, which they should have just put the cover art on all of them anyway, but there you go. It's the back of that one for 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 is right here. Same thing. 4 is actually one of my favorites. I like 4. And inside you got 4 and 5 separate discs. And then you got the part 3 with 6 and 7. I actually seen them all. I actually seen all the Police Academies except for 7. I only seen a part of it on cable, and that was it. Show you the discs. Boom. All of these movies, American-wise, first Police Academy was rated R. Second one is rated PG-13. Then after that, they were all PG. Police Academy 7 was PG, but there is a touch of nudity in that. It's Mission to Moscow. I forgot his name. I think it was Captain Harris or whatever. He's looking for somebody. He ends up in this steam bath full of naked women. Yeah, I don't know how it got a PG rating. Should have got a PG-13 rating, but yeah. That was all the P's, and it went pretty fast. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions of P movies that I should get, feel free to leave it below. But remember, I do have a Disney one, so any Disney movies with the letter P in it, I probably have already. Or if it's a live action movie, I might not. Any, like, I have digibooks with the letter P in it that I might not have in regular form here. And of course, what else? My wife's collection, which we'll be doing together, will have some P movies in that as well, because her alphabetizing, she likes to alphabetize her collection as well. So there you go. This has been the P's. This is Movie Edge signing off. And next, shorter video, and it's the Q's. Yeah.